The Ron Van Dam Show is not for everyone. For example, today's show is only for people whose last names begin with a vowel and who were born in the Pacific Northwest. Please consult your Ron Van Dam listener's guide to find out when it's your turn to listen to The Ron Van Dam Show on New England Broadcasting.
Ron Van Dam is an experienced talk show host. Do not attempt to try this at home.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Okay, thank you.
Hold on tight. Things can get a bit weird if you like that sort of thing.
Hey, welcome to the program. It is the Ron Van Dam Show. I am the person whose name is in the title. That's me. That puts a lot of pressure on me, so let's see what happens. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Welcome to the show. You're looking really good today, by the way. I'm very impressed with your appearance. But it's not what's on the outside that is most impressive about you. It's what's on your feet. No, I mean, it's what's inside. That's what's most important. Your feelings, your attitude, your love, your understanding. But the outside looks even better, baby. I gotta tell you right now. I don't know what it is, man. You're looking good. Okay, fine. I'm just trying to warm you up. I'm warming you up. Hey, how you doing, by the way? What other talk show host actually is concerned about how you're doing? No other ones do. Just me. I'm the only one. I've checked it out. It's just me. I truly care about you. Okay, enough of that. I was watching television yesterday, as I do every single day of my life. Since I was a fetus, I was watching television. I loved fetal programming. So, and then when I got a little bit older, I liked kids shows. And then when I got a little bit older, I liked young adult shows. And now I just like everything. Oh, I'm on the verge of liking everything and liking nothing, somewhere in between. Anyway, I watch these court shows. I watch Judge Judy. Do you watch that? It's one of the most watched programs on television in reruns. And it's on all the streaming things and the Judy Justice and Judy Goes to Hollywood and Judy Gets a Vasectomy, which is basically impossible. All those spin-offs of the Judge Judy thing. Here's what I all of a sudden started realizing. See, a lot of times we just take things for granted and we don't question, like, why is it like that? It doesn't make any sense. That's what I do. It's what I do for a living. I try to find things that make no sense. And the pot is endless. It's like a bottomless pot of coffee. It's just always there. So I'm watching Judge Judy, and and she's wearing a black robe with a doily collar. Okay, whatever. Okay, that's TV. But then I kind of thought back to my days of jury duty, and believe me, those are not fond experiences. The court system was asking me to thrust myself into somebody else's extreme problems, and I don't want to do that. I was taught by my Reiki instructor how to get the leaves off the lawn. I was into Reiki for a while. Yes, I was-y. This lady would hover her hands above my body. I was still dressed, don't start with me. And she would draw out the negative energy and pump in the positive energy. And when I got up from this lying position on this table, I actually felt really good. Also dizzy, but that's besides the point. It worked for me for a while until I realized how much money I was spending for these stupid sessions, and then I stopped doing them. But beyond that, my point is, I was taught, and what I took away from all of that was don't let the negative energy take over your body. Get the negative energy out. Draw it out somehow. and breathe in and take in the positive energy. Now, I know that sounds very hippie-ish, but hey, any port in a storm, my friends. So jury duty, like somebody, like what, a pedophile, what's going on here? A murder, an assault, a wife battering. I mean, like, why are you drawing me into that world? I didn't do it. Why should I be judging them? Have the judge do that. Why are you pulling me out of my life of propriety into this somebody else's pool of unadulterated shit? What is this jury duty thing? It's awful. We have a volunteer army, right? We don't draft people. We draft people into the courtroom to sit trials, but we don't draft them to the military. So what's this serving your country kind of thing going, being a juror? Well, you're actually serving your community and your country. I'm not buying that anymore. There are plenty of people that have nothing else to do. They're good people. You can check them out. Go online and see if they're stupid or not. You can check out their social media, whatever you do. But I'm telling you, they don't mind sitting there and being a judge and jury. Let them do it. Why are you pulling me into this? Well, Ron, because you're every person. Oh, yeah? That's not what they tell me. Anyway, so I'm watching Judge Judy, and she's wearing a black robe. And then I realized that in real life, judges do wear black robes. And I couldn't figure out why. The Grim Reaper wears a black robe. Wait a minute now. That's an analogy I didn't realize. Why are these people wearing black robes? Then let's take a little trip to England, shall we? It's a field trip. Let's go to England in our heads. The Parliament there. Not that they all smoke that brand of cigarettes. That's just what they called the building. I think the cigarettes were named after the building as opposed to the other way around. Hey, these guys are smoking a lot of Parliament cigarettes. Let's call the building that and the entire organization. I don't think it worked like that. Anyway, they wear black robes too. And I'm thinking, what is this robe thing? What's going on with the robe thing? Now, in England, they actually wear wigs. And not the kind of wigs where you would look at a person wearing a wig and say, whoa, it looks like real hair. It doesn't. It looks like you went to the Halloween store and spent 50 cents on a head covering. It's just, they are the worst looking wigs, and they actually have curls in them. I mean, come on, man. So why do they wear wigs in England? What is that for? Well, I looked that up on the Internet of Fools, because the libraries are all closed, pretty much. So I went on the line. I went on the line, and it said that the wigs are to set those people of high responsibility and high stature, to set them apart from the common people. Oh, that does achieve that. Yes, it does. You guys wearing the black robes and the powdered wigs, yeah, you're set apart from normal people, all right. You are definitely achieving that. But that was a sign of prominence. So apparently in England, when you reach prominence, they make an asshole out of you by putting you in a wig and a black robe. It's kind of odd, but it's true. Now, royalty, they wear flamboyant robes. Oh, big robes. And they put crowns on their head, like at Burger King. Similar, but the crowns are a little bit nicer in real life. They wear crowns and long robes. What's with this robe thing? And then I turned my attention to the Pope. He wears a robe every single day. Pope don't show up wearing sweatpants like Fetterman does in Congress. No, the Pope actually wears this ornate stuff. And the hat, oh my God. Don't even start me with the hat. So why do people of prominence dress up because in essence, they look kind of ridiculous, don't you think? I remember sitting in the, see, I'm a problem. I'm a problem. I remember sitting in the courtroom for jury duty, and they pulled me up to a courtroom, and it was a case about this guy that was molesting children. And I don't want to be a part of their world. I don't want to even be in the same building with them. I mean, what are you doing? Well, Ron, it's your community. It's your responsibility. You know what? It's not. Okay, it's not. There's plenty of people on the planet. I've seen them all walking around. There's plenty of people on this planet. There's plenty of people walking the streets around here. Choose one of them that don't mind being in there. Don't choose ones that don't want to be in there, because they're going to do anything. And I said, I'll do anything to get out of here. I said that once, and the judge kind of reprimanded me, and I said, well, look at the way you're dressed, look at the way I'm dressed, and you're reprimanding me? Seriously? Come on, man. Go to Kohl's. Get some Kohl's Cash and buy a shirt or something, man. What are you wearing a robe for? It's like noon. Get dressed. No, the robe represents some form of stature. So, I guess when I walk around the house in my underpants with my robe on, I am royalty. That's the way you got to look at it. Hey, if you're going to start putting certain types of qualities on wearing robes all day, then I guess I can go there if you need that to be so. How do you feel about this? Don't answer. I can't hear you. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know why they do that. Why do people do that? I think people in Congress should wear robes and wigs, because I just think they should be demeaning looking all the time. I think that they should look stupid. And I'll tell you something. I don't know Donald Trump personally. I did meet him in New York way, way back before he was of political prominence. I met him once. He doesn't know me. I don't really know him, but I met him. We shook hands. He wasn't anything. He was rich and all that crap, but real estate. But he wasn't going to be president or anything. I don't know him. I don't know him, but I'll tell you, so he cops an attitude. He cops it. He cops it, man. I met him. He cops the attitude. If he could wear a robe and a crown, you better believe he would, if that was somewhat acceptable. And someday, who knows, maybe it will be. Oh, God. That's all I'm going to say about it. I'm not going to get into politics or anything like that. I'm talking about the personality, not what he does. I can't figure out what he does, but I don't even. No. I don't want to talk about it. I promised some listeners I would not feast upon him anymore, unless it was something of incredible necessity. But other than that, I'm not going to feast on him. He feasts on me, but I'm not going to feast on him because, he got the job. I didn't want it. He does, so fine. Isn't it interesting that almost everybody in Congress, in the White House, anybody in big government places, they kind of do it for power and money. Now, not every one of them, but it's an overriding characteristic. It just is. No, not everybody. I don't mean to say that they all act like that. Most of them do. Well, you're supposed to be representing the people, not yourself, so I don't think you understood when you raised that hand and took that oath, I could raise my hand and say things too, but I don't really mean it necessarily. And what's that thing at the end of raising your hand when you're taking a pledge? So help me God. What does that mean? I don't understand that. I don't quite get that. We're getting into, and then you're putting your hand on a Bible. I'm supposed to be separation of church and state. What happened to that? Well, that's not followed at all. That's not followed at all. Oh, God, no, it's not followed at all. All right, I don't want to get into it. Stop pushing me into this controversial stuff. I just wanted to talk about people that wear robes. That was my whole thing. The title of this episode is People That Wear Robes. That's all it is. People don't wear robes anymore. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. They wear sweatshirts. They don't wear robes. It just doesn't happen. We're out of the robe era. Unless you're in royalty, we're out of the robe area. It's all over. That era is finished. It's gone. It's done. No way. No way. I don't think men wear pajamas anymore. I just don't think they do. I've never been in a situation where I could ask men, do you wear pajamas to bed? The only answer where I would find that that's affirmative is if their wife made them do it. But otherwise, men wear underpants and some type of a T-shirt, and it's pretty much the end of the story. Some will say, no, I just sleep naked, to which I would respond, I don't need to know that. Do women wear pajamas to bed? Less and less, but yes, they do. They do. They wear the fuzzy stuff, the comfy stuff, Men, no, it's so different for a guy. It's like you can't. When I was a child, one of the most comfortable things I ever wore, and I would never wear it again, my God. But when I was a child, I wore pajamas with feet. Oh my God. Pajamas with feet. Did you ever have them on? If you're a millennial, I don't think they're around anymore. I don't think you can find them anywhere. But when I was a child, that was the thing for a kid to wear. Pajamas with feet. The pants came with feet attached to the bottom. They would be a continuation of the pajama pants over your foot. And on the bottom of this area, there'd be like plastic. And if you wore the pajamas with feet every day for probably just a month or two, the plastic on the bottom of the pajama feet would start scraping off and peeling off. And you had to get a new pajamas with feet. And if you washed the pajamas with feet in the washing machine and then put them in the dryer, then the little plastic stuff on the bottom of the foot of the pajama would start wearing away. So they weren't very practical, but boy, were they comfortable, man. Pajamas with feet. I don't know if you can find them because I don't do that. I don't go online to look for things. They probably have them, but probably not. But bottom line is, women wear pajamas. They do. And men, no, unless they're forced to wear them. Did you ever think that you would listen to a show that talked about this stuff? I don't think you did. I think this is catching you by surprise. It's blindsiding you, as they say. Yeah, I know. I have a guest coming up momentarily. We will talk about something, and then the show's going to be over, man. But I do this every single weekday. I know. Unless it's Christmas or Thanksgiving or something, then give me a break, But otherwise, we have, since I've been doing this on this internet radio thing, which is like, behind the scenes sponsored by iHeartRadio. Sponsored by iHeartRadio. I've done over 3,000 of these. Are you kidding me, Ron? You've done 3,000 episodes? Yeah, I have. Well, that begs the question, what the hell's wrong with you? And the answer is, it's what I do. I've been doing this for a long time, and I don't know how to do anything else. When I go to the sink to wash my face or wash my hands or something, I don't know which side is the cold and which side is the hot. I just can't figure that out. I think it changes overnight. I don't know. Sometimes in the winter when I turn on the hot faucet, which I believe is on the left, right, one of those two, the water comes out cold at first until like maybe a minute later it starts coming out warm. So I don't know what that faucet does. I don't know. I don't know if it's the right one or not because it doesn't have an immediate response accordingly. You see what I'm talking about? This is what I'm talking about. So my guest is going to join us momentarily, but first, there's this.
Are you aware that 1 in every 7 Americans is in desperate need of a dope slap? Studies show that every 17 seconds in America, someone writes, says, or does something so incredibly stupid that they deserve to be slapped, and you can help. If someone you know commits an act of boneheaded stupidity, simply extend your hand with the palm facing to the side, draw your arm back, and deliver a sharp, solid blow straight across their forehead. It's called a dope slap. It only takes a moment to perform, but the lesson can last a lifetime. This has been a message from the American Dope Slap Association and Metro South Podcasting.
Sally Morrison joins us now. And when I think of Sally, I think of diamonds because she's a diamond expert at A Diamond Is Forever. And she joins us now. Hi, Sally.
Good morning. Good morning. Nice to be with you, Ron.
Well, we've talked before, and whenever we talk, it's the diamond thing because it's still, God, diamonds have been popular and since the beginning of time. I think Adam gave Eve a diamond.
Well, maybe so. I don't know, but I can tell you we did a little bit of research just a few days ago, actually, national research here, and 80% of the women we talked to said they would be happily surprised to be given a piece of diamond jewelry this holiday. So it's got to be on trend, right?
Yeah, well, it always is. It's always it's the big thing at the end, you know.
Yes.
Okay, so, but I'm wondering, do diamonds change in trends, or are they just solid forever?
They do. I mean, we see, obviously, classics being popular every year, but they are trends in diamonds. And this year, the big trend is something called desert diamonds. And what desert diamonds are diamonds that come in a variety of natural colors, reflective of the desert, inspired by the desert. And they're going all the way from, classic, brilliant whites all the way through to dark browns. So champagne colors, ochre colors, soft whiskey colors, and everything in between. So that's really the new design trend this holiday season.
Okay. Now, a lot of people, when they think of diamonds, it's, oh my God, they're wonderful, but I can't afford that. But there are some diamonds that are really affordable, aren't they?
There really are. There's just such a wide range of options. And if you go into, your local jeweler, for example, a K store, there are, wonderful pieces of desert diamond jewelry. We have here in the studio today, in fact, a beautiful necklace from K, which is $399. And then all the way up to, the sky's the limit. For example, the necklace that Bad Bunny wore when he did the announcement for his, halftime show. So we're seeing a very wide range, and a lot of the better independent jewelers across the country are really showing very beautiful assortments this year. So definitely people should check it out.
Yeah, pop culture really does make a difference, even in that category. I know Taylor Swift is fairly popular. I've heard of her. And she, even in that direction, right?
Well, she's been really leading this trend. If you look on the cover of The Life of a Showgirl, she's wearing a fantastic desert diamond bracelet. Actually, this particular one was designed by Stephanie Gottlieb, who's a young and very hot designer. But also, when you think about Taylor Swift, her engagement ring, which probably is the most famous engagement ring this decade, right? So far, yeah. And that is, looks to be a soft white, in this desert shade. So I think that celebrities are really leading the trend for people to do something a little different, a little unusual, express themselves by moving a little bit away from the classics.
All right, here's a question I wanted to ask you. If I were interested in purchasing a diamond or a diamond ring, or diamond whatever, how do you do that? What's the best place to go to actually fulfill this dream?
Well, I think, first of all, it's really important that people do research before they go into the store. And I, check the websites of their local jewelers, their local independent jewelers, go to K.com, go to Jared.com, go to Ben Bridge, whatever, and really, really do the research, establish a budget, and then go into a reputable store and work with the sales associate, because these guys are very well trained. They know a lot about it, and they can give you a lot of options and a lot of education at the same time.
Okay. On those are kind of retail, and those are kind of price fixed, like this is the price of this, is the price of this.
Yes.
I remember when I was younger and I was in the market for getting a diamond, I went to the New York Jewelry Exchange there in Midtown, and that was more of a bargaining situation, and I felt very out of place.
Well, I think this is the thing. I think for normal people like you and I, it's better to go to an established retailer. You know what the price is. It's all there up front, and you can really talk to them about what you're interested in. I feel like most people don't necessarily have just the education to feel confident about negotiating on diamonds, because there are so many hundreds of different qualities, colors. We've discussed huge range. It's a lot of information you need to sort of assimilate.
Yeah. No, I don't want to go into the stress category with.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, there you have it. Is there a website we can visit to get more information, make us a bit more comfortable with what we're doing here?
Sure. I would encourage people to go to diamondisforever.com. There's tons of information on desert diamonds, lots of beautiful pictures, and that's a great place to start your research.
Beautiful. Sally, always a pleasure.
You too. Thank you so much.
Gentlemen, you know that when you decide to get engaged, you'll be making one of the most important investments of your life. Think about it. From the moment you get down on bended knee and present the ring, how much you actually love someone will be judged solely on the size of the stone you buy. And not just by the one you love, but by literally everyone she knows. And strangers. At Schlickerschechter Jewelers, we know that when you're about to cough up what amounts to a few months' rent to obtain the exclusive naming rights to a vagina, you want to be able to be sure that you've made the best choice. So if you've decided it's time to staple gun your man tackle to a single hitching post and to never be able to experience the simple joy of a meaningless hookup without handing over half your stuff, come to Schlickerschechter Jewelers and see our amazing line of certified, high-quality, shallow female ego strokers. Take it from me, Herbert Schlickerschechter. I'm not just your local jeweler. I've been married 6.5 times. Vegas marriages, boys. Very easy to annul when the shrew goes south on you. And she will.
Well, that'll do it for me today. I'll be back again tomorrow with another episode. Will you join me then? He said rhetorically. I hope you do. But until that time arrives, I wish you peace.